Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee Wallach. It's good to be with you on this Labor Day. Labor. Labor is about doing things. So I thought today I'd talk about why habits. Because habits are automated things that you do. You see, our habits keep us moving in a particular direction. That's right. If you have a habit of eating a pint of ice cream every night, there's a natural consequence to that. It could be gaining weight. It could be too much sugar. It could be you're aggravating allergies to dairy products. It could be anything. What is it leading to? What is that habit of eating ice cream every night leading to? To keep that habit will keep producing that result. And we know that if you keep producing the result, you do the same thing, it's going to build and build and build on each other. So the thing is, if you don't like the direction your life is going in any particular area, you've got to create new habits. It's about creating new habits. First, of thinking, creating new habits of feeling with respect to those thoughts, creating new actions that are associated with that. And when you create a habit, you're creating this thought, this feeling, this action, the words that are moving towards something that you desire, something that is meaningful to you, that is serving you. And it doesn't mean that it's serving others, it's serving you. So a lot of times, let's just take affirmations, and let's take the Eastern habit of doing affirmations or mantras on mala beads. So you're going to do an affirmation, you're going to do a mantra 108 times. The question you got to ask yourself is, okay, I've got this habit. What is this habit about? Am I saying a mantra that doesn't mean anything to me, that I don't understand? Good question. The other thing that could come up is that maybe by using mala beads and speaking an affirmation like, my body and mind live in homeostasis and I experience perfect health and well-being. If you say that over and over again 108 times, every day 108 times, you built a habit of what? Affirming health. Your mind is automatically thinking about, oh, my mind and body are in homeostasis, meaning they're in balance. And when my body's in balance, there's no stress. And when there's no stress, I experience homeostasis. My body is able to do that which is necessary to bring me into the state where I'm healthy. And if you have that affirmation and you build that state of consciousness, guess what? Then that state of thinking will lead to feelings, because what's it mean? It means I want to feel healthy. What does it mean to feel healthy? Only you can decide that. Only you can decide that. And then not only was it feel to be healthy, what would I do if I were a healthy person? It's a good question. And then who would I hang with if I'm a healthy person? Where would I hang if I'm a healthy person? Healthy people don't make a habit of going to bars every night. Why? Because drinking that much alcohol is going to be a problem. And then if you're drinking mixed drinks, it's not only the alcohol, it's the sugar you're putting in it. Now, I'm not judging it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying you got to ask the question, how's that habit serving you? It's like, if you have a habit, I'm going back to my Catholic upbringing right now. If you have a habit of saying the glory be, small Christian prayer, glory be to the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Okay? What does it mean to you? Or would it be better to say, I know there's an infinite wisdom within me that is guiding and directing my every thought, word, and action? Which of those do you feel serves you? Which is a higher expression for you? Which can you believe? You see, if you're going to create new habits, you got to have a belief about what those habits are going to do, what they're going to generate in you. Build habits of physical strength. I love that, Carol. Here's what you do. You eat good. You take good supplements to make sure your body's in tune. You do some cardio. You do some resistance training. When I'm done here, I'm going to the gym for my habit of building resistance and cardio. Because I love having physical strength. Because with physical strength, guess what? I can lead my dream life. I can do what I want to do. See, this is a key thing. This is really key. And thank you, Carol, for that, because you triggered a thought. If you're going to build a good habit, a new habit, you got to know, why are you building it? What's the benefit? Because if you don't have a big, hairy benefit attached to it, you're not going to build a habit. The habit will cease. The habit will break down. So ask the question. Look at your day yesterday. What in your day was a habit? And if you had habits, were there habits you could have done that would have made you more in alignment with who you desire to be? So thank you all for saying good morning. I appreciate it. Jean, Rihanna, Leanne, Lori, Carol, McBride. It's hard, Rihanna, to change negative thoughts that come into your mind into positive thoughts. Don't focus on changing your thoughts. Just focus on a type of thinking. Think thoughts that nourish and support you. If a thought feels bad, just think a thought the opposite of it. I'm being a little nitpicky there because I don't like to focus on the negative. I want to focus on what I want. And you see, negative simply means something I don't want. It's not bad. It's something I don't want. Here's the next question. Do you know what you want? That's a really good question to ask. Most people don't know what they want. And then if you want something, why do you want it? There are people out there that are single that are wanting a relationship. Well, why do you want a relationship? Is it so that you can become a greater expression of yourself? Or is it so that you can subordinate yourself to someone who completes you, which is the greatest line of crap ever? There is no one that completes you, ever. The only person that can complete you is you. And completing you is a self-realization that you have everything that you need right within you. Having a partner is about sharing a journey, supporting each other as each of you uncover your greatness, not that you become one whole. You don't need to become one whole. Don't buy into the lies that have been habitually told to you. Why do most relationships fail? Because we expect people to do what we want them to do. And when they don't do it, we're pissed off. It's really funny when you step back and you look at it. And many of you out there know what I'm talking about because you've been in those relationships and they haven't worked. And maybe you've been in many of those relationships and they haven't worked. But don't be judging yourself for that. Build a habit of realizing that everything that you do, everything that you experience is about becoming more self-aware. The more self-aware you become, the more you can create new habits that create the life of your dreams. And the more you're self-aware you are, you can accept everything in your life. So you're no longer in judgment. When you're no longer in judgment, you're in life. You're in love. You're in acceptance. And what a great place to live from. So I invite you today on Labor Day to labor a little bit. Look at your habits. Find one that's not serving you the way you want it to do and start to create a new one. Now that's a really good way to celebrate this day. In fact, that's a really good way to celebrate any day. With that, I want you to know I care about you and I love you just like you are. So make it your best day ever. Until tomorrow, aloha.